I cheated again, see? Couldn't lift this up the stairs.
第4項忍法創造再生白毛の術を極めし医療忍者のみ上気の掟を発揮できる私をただの医療忍者だと思うなよ
嘿，大家好，大家好，今日我哋又做了一个开箱，今天再开了一个开箱，这是铁风筝、铁风筝、钢手。Hey everybody, welcome back to Paint Collectibles. Yes, as you can see, I gone and done it again. This is not as ridiculously as big as the Jiraiya box, but it's almost there. Oh, by the way, I totally cheated. Box is empty. Couldn't lift it up the stairs, so had to take everything out, bring it upstairs to do the intro. There you go. This is a pretty cool art box. This is Kite Studios Tsunade, and art on the front and on the back. I may be wrong about this, but if I am, tell me in the comments below if I'm wrong. But somewhere around, I would say middle of 2021, I would say July, August maybe, Jimei Palace, Kite Studios, any of the Naruto license for licensed pieces, those became China only. These pieces now became even harder to get. They were rare enough already on its own, but they are now even way harder to get. This piece I have a little bit of history with. I actually missed the PO by one day, meaning it had been open for PO for a while, and I hesitated. I took my time. I was like, do I want it? Do I not? And then the day I decided to get it, someone bought it over the night before, the last one. So I had kind of resigned that I wasn't getting this. It was just not gonna happen. And it's here now, but it took so much work. I mean, so much work to find it and some logistics magic to actually make it here. If I had the money, yeah, I could have just paid whatever the ridiculous asking price is and the ridiculous shipping price. No, all the work and all the logistics I'm talking about was to get this at basically retail and at a reasonable shipping price that was not insane. So I managed to pull it off, but it was not fun. I have Kakashi, Cut Kakashi. It's on the way. It will be here next week. We're going to have another review on that. We have another addition to the This Is series for what the quintessential representation of a character is. Now look, there are other companies out there that have done Tsunade pieces. Almost all of them are all unlicensed Tsunade pieces, and honestly, none of them look good. This box is hilariously big. I had seen some China reviews and I was prepared for the height of the box, but not how goddamn thick this is, so storing this is going to be not very fun. This is the quintessential version of Tsunade. It's the only one on the market to get. So if you have this coming, congratulations. You can still find this one down. It's a little bit hard, but you can still track it down. But yeah, this is Paint Collectibles. That is Tsunade. Let's go. Tsunade came in a really thick and big double layer box. It was really difficult to get up the stairs. Really hope there are no issues with it. I'm a huge fan of Iron Kite, and I think they always put out quality stuff. This is the certificate of authenticity for Tsunade. I have number 273 out of 388. And they also give you a plastic plaque that comes with it, but it's always too big and I have no place to display it. Just for reference, here is the Hinata and the Tsunade side by side. And you also get an instruction manual on the other side in Mandarin with all the pieces. You can see that base is ginormously big. I really hope all these parts are okay. Alright, here we have the upper body. You can see the feet, Those are her pigtails, some arms, the upper body. Not quite sure what that is. I'm gonna give you a brush and some white gloves. And these are pegs for the plastic certificate holder, which we're not going to use. It's going to just stay in here. We have a rock piece. Another piece of rock that keys into the base. Here we have one of her ponytails. Really nice paint job on this effect pieces for the base. The different gradations of greens in here for the trees. And the other ponytail. Here we have our nameplate. Very nice. Let's get the sign for Gamble. Another part of the tree, which is gorgeous. A gigantic piece of rock effect base. This is done very well. Gradations of the grays, yellows, and the white. This is the lower torso, and Iron Kite does not cease to impress. Really gorgeous shading and paintwork in the textures. Sorry, the textures are smooth, but really high quality sculpt. Really nice painting. You can see some weathering on her outfit. This is just very, very well made. Fist very well made. Nice job on the fingernails. This is the outstretched palm. I mean, overall no complaints. I just think the quality is really well done. Look at the portrait. That is so well done. The weathering on the coat. Beautiful. This is like a sculpted cape, pretty much. The flare on her Hokage robe. On her robe, really. She's not wearing a Hokage Haori. Gamble sign. Hehe. Alright guys, that's the first layer. There's an insane part of the Dio base. So many tree trunk type pieces in here. Alright guys, that is it for the unboxing. Not too many pieces to take to unbox, to just really big heavy ones, so obviously I know I'm not lifting that up, so we'll just get to that when we get to the assembly. Alright, let's go. Alright, just like the Hinata base, this thing is actually really, really heavy, and like other Iron Kite pieces, this is really a 1/4 Dio. It's so big. Try and lift this up so you can see the underside. It'll have the name and yep, super heavy. Really cool Dio though, but heavy as hell. This might be too wide to fit where I thought I was going to place it, so we'll have to figure that part out later. actually don't know if this is going to fit inside one of these Besta slots. I could make it work if I take out some of the effect pieces, which I'm fine with. Okay, that's much better. This foot has a groove in here that there is a flat that supports it. It's not really touching though. If I push down it would be, but this key is on pretty tight, so I don't want to damage it. But it should settle over time. And I think if you put the body down, this would press this down, so it's actually resting, so it's not in air. And there you have it, folks. The quintessential representation of Tsunade. There are other Tsunades out in the market. They're usually 1.7, 1.6 maybe, a lot of 1.8s. They're a lot smaller, and I just don't think if I were to have one really good representation of her, this is it. She's fully powered up. The diode of all the trees and all the effect pieces. This is why I love Iron Kite stuff. They're 1/4 pieces, but then they come with this giant 1/4 diode. It's not just a base, it's a scene. And when you add that together, it is just monumentally massive. The pieces that I'm missing are little pieces of Kaguya that didn't show up in my box, and I can't tell from the instructions if it means they just weren't giving it out anymore. I can't read Mandarin that well. This major main piece doesn't quite key in all the way for me, but it's heavy enough that it actually sits just fine. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit this into one of those Besta cubbies, which is what I plan to do because I have Hinata and I want to put Tsunade down there as far as how I want to display it. So I may have to take some of these pieces off, and I think if I do that, I should be fine. This is Tsunade. Okay, this is the quintessential representation of the character. We're gonna do some awesome close-up videos and montages. Toss a like, subscribe, tell me to go away. You guys have been subscribing more, and I'm getting more views. I really appreciate you guys for coming back to watch the content. I'm Payne. This is Tsunade. We'll see you in the next video.